Hi, I'm Lisa Cosmillo, and I'm here today talking to Arya Harris Keller. She's one of our teachers and teaches, you teach mostly at Lacey, right?
I do, yes.
Okay. So, Arya, we want to let people get to know you a little bit. So, um, how long have you lived in this area?
I moved to Lacey in 2018
Oh, so not.
and not long. No, I'm an import from Canada. And yeah, so when I came, the Lacey studio, Firefly, is the closest to my home. And so that's, of course, where I started looking for yoga. And I knew as soon as I walked in, I'm like, this is my yoga home.
I love that.
I've been there ever since, and I honestly haven't had any desire. I know I probably should go look and check out all the others, but I've had no desire to do that. I just love Firefly.
Nice. Thank you.
Mhm.
What brought you to yoga in life? I mean,
Yeah, I I started yoga in my early 20s when I was first married.
wow.
Um, yeah, it was um, it was just something, a night out for myself initially, and then I loved it. I always loved it, and so it was just always kind of a part of my life, on and off. And I moved, and there were different teachers and different studios and that kind of thing, so kind of just a trial of things. But yeah, it's always it's always been there. It's yoga's been the foundation, and then it's like, oh, well, I'll do running, or oh, I'll do dancing, or I'll do something else. But yoga's always been there.
And you took teacher training with us. And I'm sorry, but can you remind me like how long it was, like a year ago, 2 years ago?
A year ago, yeah. Yeah, or I guess 2 years ago, because I've been teaching for a year now, which
I was
is
gonna
right.
say, I think it's two.
Yeah. I never planned to be a teacher. It was funny because I know Ronnie just was like, "Oh, you should do the teacher training," and I was like, "Are you kidding? No." But then I really got to a place where I just wanted to deepen my own practice, and my other hat in life with work is yoga, and not the asanas, but just it's the other arms of yoga. And so it made sense to go into it, and I love the teacher training, and then surprised myself because I've been working with you since.
So tell us a little bit about the classes you're teaching, when they are, where they are, and what people can expect if they came to one of your classes.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm teaching in the Lacey studio. I've got a Thursday night slow flow, which I should rename functional slow flow. It's at 5:30. And it's a good class for beginners. It's also a good class for those who may be recovering from a bit of injury or want to move in a bit slow. So I like the emphasis of functional strength, and so it started out as slow flow, and it's kind of evolved into this practice of bringing in the functional strength elements to slow flow, because I just really appreciate how those kind of core yoga poses just add so much strength, being able to do life stuff longer. And so those that have been coming to the class seem to really appreciate that aspect of it. And
Yeah.
so there's kind of a nice little following that come in that class. And it's friendly and a nice one to join in. And it's not, in terms of an evening class, it doesn't really ramp you up a whole lot. It's kind of, you come out of there pretty relaxed and having, let go.
5:30
5:30, yeah, to
thir
6:30.
Thursday
Thursday nights.
at Lacey. 5:30 Thursday at Lacey. And
Yes.
then you have also
I do a restorative class on Friday afternoons at uh 12
12:30.
12:30. Yes. I'm there at 12. That's why I got it stuck in my brain. Yeah, and I love that class too because it's a nice transition to go into the weekend. A lot of people either have, aren't working, or they have an extended lunch, or this is their kind of their early time off. And so it's just a really good way to kind of decompress from the week, let it go, rest, recuperate, and then fresh start moving into the weekend.
I love
So
restorative. It's like me
yeah,
time. That's good.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So
So
um
thank you. Um, I actually got to teach that class a couple weeks ago because you were out of town or something, and it was such a nice kind of refresher for me on slowing down because I teach a lot of energetic, right? So it was
Mhm.
really great to actually be able to do that. And then I taught a yin class this weekend too, also slower, slowing that pace now and then. I always used to tell my students, if you're doing 2 or 3 energetic classes a week, you need at least one like restorative or a yin class. And I need to follow my own advice.
Well, come on in.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
I really appreciate having you teach for us, Arya. And if is there any like tell us one little fun, crazy thing about yourself?
A fun, crazy thing about me. I was an exchange student as a teenager, so I spent a year living in France.
Ah, I
So,
like that.
yeah, so every once in a while, like someone starts speaking, foreign language or whatever, and it doesn't matter what it is, but French comes out.
Oh, that's fantastic. So the part of Canada you're from is not French speaking.
Nope. No, and as it turned, well, and Quebecois is quite a bit different from Parisian French in terms of
Yes.
accent and slang and usage and stuff like that. So I have a hard time understanding Quebec French, but my kids learned it in school.
Uh,
And so, yeah, so we have the differences
a
going
little
on
bit
there,
of
but
both, yeah.
little, yeah.
All
So,
right. Well, merci beaucoup. And I will let you get back to your day. Thank you.
thank you. Okay.